All right, so I am here with Jess. Jess has been a really dedicated client. We've done a lot of work with you. Just a brief overview of where Jess was when we started was you came to me with pretty bad sciatica symptoms. You were going to see a chiro regularly. You were taking pain medications, I believe, at the time or a little bit before.
Yep.
Pretty miserable.
Almost every.
Yeah. So you were seeing a chiro regularly to get manual adjustments, which was helping. We also took a look at, we did a movement screen. We noticed you had some chronic upper trap neck tightness. You had this mild kyphotic posture. So your upper back was rounded over, which is so common in people who sit all day, right? Like that's kind of how we move and operate.
Yeah.
And you had limited overhead shoulder mobility. So you weren't able to get your arm overhead, which was problematic also because you were and you are a CrossFitter. So it was problematic because he was putting a lot of strain on your shoulder when you're pressing overhead. You also wanted to improve your safety as a CrossFitter. So it was a huge thing we worked on was overhead mobility so your shoulder wasn't getting trashed. And we were working on endurance because you hated burpees. So
still hate burpees, but it's better.
I hate burpees too. So we were working on increasing your endurance as well so you could get better at CrossFit. And we found some imbalances with your left shoulder. So you had a lot of asymmetry between your body, which was decreasing your performance in CrossFit. And I'll just share here, we finally got you to do a full Turkish get-up, which is getting up and off the ground.
Yes.
A lot of shoulder stability, and we did it on, you were able to stabilize on the left side, so right side Turkish get-up, but we were able to have you stabilize on that left side without your shoulder giving out. So that was really exciting. I screamed quite a bit when
so excited.
It was really good. I was really excited for you. So now we'll do more Turkish get-ups to improve that. So my question for you is, what was your experience like doing posture and strength coaching, either from way back in the beginning when we started or through this whole process?
So when we started, I was not moving right. I was not sitting at a desk properly. I was not walking down the street properly. And that had a lot to do with, I was in pain. The sciatica was just unbearable. I was crying every night. I couldn't move.
Mm-hmm.
And we went from pain constantly. It was my constant basis to no pain at all.
It's so exciting. And weightlifting too on top of that. So It wasn't just, unloaded movement of like walking wasn't painful.
Yeah.
But also CrossFit wasn't painful.
Right. And I could get a barbell over my head without feeling like I was going to drop it on my head.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's a huge step.
The internet is doing okay, by the way. Sometimes we have problems with the internet here, but I think it's going okay. Yeah, totally agree. We did a lot of work with kettlebells, so we're still working on the kettlebells. We have you swinging a 35-pound bell. Something another client mentioned, she had chronic knee pain, and she was saying, like, we're in this mentality of no pain, no gain. And with you, like, we always made sure you
which is a lot of,
and we made sure you didn't have pain during the sessions.
Mm-hmm.
You were able to get
because we stopped and figured out what was causing that pain first.
Yeah. And your posture really improved, so you were able to sit up more. I mean, the Turkish get-ups really help with that as well. You definitely got stronger as well.
Yeah.
So lots of good
mentally
things.
And physically.
And Jess and I will get to meet, well, we've already met obviously in person, but we'll get to work together locally as well in a couple weeks. So that will be super fun. Because that's a whole other dimension, is like that really thorough, intensive kind of coaching as well. But cool. And my last question is, what is the most important thing you learned over the past several months working together?
There's so many things that I've learned.
That's a loaded question right now.
It's a loaded question. So both mentally and physically. Mentally, I can do it. I can't keep saying, hey, I can't do this, so I'm not going to do it. I can do it. I need to work through the process of being able to do it.
Yeah.
And then physically, I feel better when I'm doing the movements correctly. I feel like I can accomplish more once I'm doing the movements correctly. And that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
If you feel like, okay, I've done my max for the day, or wait, there's got to be more time, I can still do more.
Right.
That's a huge step. And especially where a year ago, I was in so much pain that I barely could get up from the couch.
Yeah.
I had to have help to get up from the couch.
Yeah. Well, and you're young too.
So there's a lot of stuff.
Late 20s too. Like, you know, this isn't just, pain doesn't come for people just who, you know, are in their 50s, 60s, 70s. Like, it's possible to be in really bad pain even in your late 20s and be able to resolve that, you know. And I think that was a huge motivator for you, is like, I don't want this to get worse. I want to nip this in the bud. So kind of that preventative movement, making sure like you stay strong and you stay stable and pain-free throughout your lifetime. So cool.
Yes.
Awesome. And you obviously have been a pleasure to work with. And I am really excited to do some local coaching and put a bell in your hand to do this get up. So thank you, Jess.
I am so excited for one.
Right? All right, guys. See ya.